Once again, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining today's webinar. Today, this webinar subject, as everybody will be able to see my screen now, it's Crave Intelligent Warehouse. So, enhance your warehouse through effective warehouse automation and RFID. This is today's subject. My name is Murli, and I'll be moderating this webinar along with my functional experts from warehouse management side. There will be two people joining along with me, Mr. Mukesh and Nikhil, in today's webinar, and they will brief you about the solution and demonstration of the application. So before starting the um, briefing about the application, I would like to take you through just quickly about the organization, who we are, what we do, so that just to brief you about the services of Crave Infotech. So yeah, we are 13 years old organization. I hope everybody is seeing my screen. We are 13 years old organization. And right from our inception from 2007, we are closely associated with SAP for all three areas, sale, build, services. Okay, wherein we are closely working with SAP in on various fronts, along whether it is SAP Intelligent Enterprise, SAP Cloud Platform, SAP RPA, and along with SAP, we have also been associated with two other prominent organizations, Zebra, which is a premium mobile computing devices manufacturer, and we are associated with them as a premium ISV as well as reseller. And along with SAP and Zebra, we are also associated with Here Technology, which is a geo enablement solution provider globally. We are working with them as again ISV and reseller. So our headquarter is in New Jersey. We have physical presence in USA, India, Brazil, and Africa, and from where we are operating with our global customers. We have a good customer base in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. So this is just short brief about the organization. Here about the services in my screen, you might be seeing at left hand side what we do. So we, as I mentioned, SAP Intelligent Enterprise, in which SAP ECC, S4 for the implementations, customization, migration, and support staffing. Every area we cover in SAP Intelligent Enterprise Services. Along with that, we also have our own prepackaged solutions. We have almost 40 plus prepackaged solutions which are available on SAP App Center. So right hand side, if you look at, these are our business focuses or business verticals, warehouse management, which we'll be talking today more. Along with that, there is we also have field service and supply chain. This is again a dedicated vertical and services we have. Enterprise asset management, we have complete portfolio in this area, and AI and RPA stuff we work with. Again, here our more focus is in SAP, being SAP partner. So this is the complete portfolio of the organization. If you see, this is, we call it as a chain diagram. Through these 40 plus solutions, we are touching almost every functionality of the organizations. In enterprise asset management, we have complete automation in the SAP, preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, calibration, field service manager, scheduling, workbench, and so on. And in supply chain, warehouse management, as I mentioned, in which we will be covering inbound, outbound, cycle count, stock transfer, sales returns, almost every functionality in RM and FG warehouses. So DSD, again, this is need of every organization during pandemic, in which there is a complete automation of delivery, field sales, field returns, and route optimization. At vendor, we also have vendor side complete automation, in which vendor, through their login ID, they can check their POs, they can do the ASN, check their payments and all. Okay, similarly we have customer side automation, in which the complete order management application and customer portal, um, uh, we are providing services over there. There are certain other applications like management dashboard, multiple approvals, and human capital management. We'll probably again briefing you in one-on-one for further interaction. So you will see as I mentioned, we have working with many enterprises in different industries. So to whom we are serving, life science, automation, manufacturing, these are some of the business verticals we are working very closely, and utilities, oil and gas, logistics, and to our credit, you will see some reputed names globally as well as in India. There are the big pharma names, big utility organizations, giant in utility, oil and gas. So we are associated with them from quite long, last almost 7 to 8 years. We are working with them closely for the digital transformation. So coming to today's agenda, today we will be covering the application, briefing about the warehouse management, entire portfolio of the Crave Infotech, and then we will further take it with application demonstration and question and answer. So we'll be also briefing you on the success story, use case we'll discuss about. So when we talk about warehouse management, if you look at in today's scenario, especially in this unprecedented scenario of like COVID, right? COVID disruption, there are a lot of challenges warehouses are facing today. The crisis is, if you look at the label shortage, uh, uh, not availability of real-time information. Okay, you'll have to follow the social distancing while doing the application, warehouse activity. So there are a lot many challenges at marketplace what we observed. And earlier, if you look at, warehouse is now one of the most critical part of business functions. Earlier, if you look at, it was a neglected activity everywhere. Okay, but now because of this pandemic, especially when the deliveries at supply side as well as at delivery side, the um, uh, importance is to availability of the material. Considering all those things, the warehouse operatives are recognized, are key workers today. Okay, warehouse operators are recognized as a key workers today. And there are certain challenges industry is facing. The technology plays a vital role there. Okay, managing warehouse, for example, you need better efficiency, more productivity, real-time data availability. You need to cut the cost, scale up the operations. So all those things. So in our Crave warehouse solution, we address these areas through. One is a there are another three important challenges there in warehouse. The people always keep changing, right? So the applications or the technology or application what you get from the vendors or anybody has to be very user friendly. Okay, it is very simple to understand, has to be very simple to understand for your warehouse people. It should also intelligent enough to drive the processes, because operative self isolation, the another point, because in pandemic what we see is the people are not available, people work in shift, they have to consult with somebody. So in such case the application should be intelligent enough to drive through the processes. Okay, so technology should take care of that. And of course long term cost reduction, that is the so through Crave warehouse solution we are addressing these three major areas. These are the typical challenges. Again, I was discussing the technology is phasing out. See, earlier it was SAP console, tech console, ITSM. Uh, they all are phasing out. Another is a challenge is the window mobile, right? Earlier, that is also phasing out. Wireless, there is a lot of disruption in this technology. 4G, 5G coming up, 3G is phasing out, and so on. And in such scenario, the customer is looking for um, the application which will help them to more do the activity in more efficiently and more productive way. Another important challenge is managing multiple vendors. because you have to work with hosting services, you have to work with hardware vendors, you have to work with software vendors. So through Crave application, in fact, we bring all these three area in one place, because we provide the services of hosting also wherever required. We also work with Zebra, as I mentioned, as a premium ISV partner with Zebra, and we also have the complete technology of automation. So this is the complete portfolio of um, Crave warehouse solution. The, if we divide it in three areas, the warehouse mobile application, warehouse automation, and then end-to-end integration with the ERP solution. So left hand side you will find warehouse mobile application, in which there are two parts, hardware and software. When we talk about hardware, there people will be using the handheld devices, tablets, scanners, and the application has to be validated with all those things, because there are a lot of challenges when it comes to the performance of the application on various devices. Similarly, along with hardware, uh, the next is the complete services of the functionality of the application. So through this, you will find this inbound, outbound, cycle count, storage and operations, production warehousing, distribution warehousing. So entire portfolio we are covering over here through our application. So hardware as well as software part we are taking care of. Along with that, in warehouse automation, normally these are the add-on activities required when you talk about barcode, QR code, RFID enablement. The application has to be uh, compatible for all those things, right? Then forklift integration or VNA truck integration. So such integrations also, these in advancements, the application should take care of that. And we are helping our customers to do the complete automation over there. And third is the warehouse ERP solution. The application should get integrated with your ERP solution. Here we have shown mainly SAP ECC S4 or SAP S4 Cloud, because we are being SAP partner, our applications directly, it is a smooth integration with SAP, but our application also work for non-SAP customers as well. So Crave warehousing mobile application, why, what are the major benefits? It's a flexible, best in class, as I mentioned. It is connected, and ease of integration is there. So this is again complete portfolio which I discuss about the FG warehouses as well as RM warehouses, production warehousing. We are covering all the processes over there. So today we will be discussing about what is our in our kitty to offer warehouse customers. So this is a Q1, Q2, whatever we have in our current application, and what are our future roadmap about the new next developments in the application. So here I request my colleague Mukesh to brief you about the application, take you through the complete processes and the demonstration of the application, and then which will be followed by Q&A session. So over to you, Mukesh.
Thank you, Murli sir. Hi everyone, good evening. So this is our Crave Warehouse Management Application Solution Roadmap, and these are our current product offering and with current release. In in our current release, we consider warehouse inbound processing with supplier inbound, with inbound from reservation return, inbound from maintenance order, inbound from other plant, and in warehouse outbound processing, we are considering outbound to reservation, outbound to maintenance order, outbound to other plant, and outbound return to supplier. Also, we are doing here posting changes, warehouse posting changes. This normally triggers when we do any internal movement of material within our storage location. And the next one is physically inventory for our inventory counting. And we are still adding more process in our application. As you can see, warehouse production integration, warehouse ad hoc, good issue. Murli sir, next slide. So this is just more about our product life cycle. We consider this four pillar: functional, integration, deployment, and automation for our application. Next slide, Melissa. And this is one of the case where we deploy our application in a largest pharmaceutical company. These are the business challenges which user was facing. There was high volume of engineering spare material which required high manpower to handle and manage the warehouse, no accuracy and tracking of spare stock, high operation and holding cost of this spare materials. But after using this application help them, and these are the benefits: they reduce their manpower efforts to manage the warehouse operation, also inbound outbound internal process they use through this application only, and they reduce their paperwork also. And after this they use all the process, all the backend through this application only. No need to go to login in SAP system or any ERP system to process one by one. Just by the clicking on the every transaction, all the material document TO will get created from this application only through the backend. And also this application reduce the cost and increase their warehouse efficiency. So we'll start
So
our
Mukesh, we can,
application demo
yeah, yeah,
from here.
we can
Yeah,
take them to demo.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mukesh.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Thank,
Hello,
yeah.
everyone. Good afternoon. Myself, Nikhil. I'm taking through the demo. Hello, everyone. This is our application. After login in the application, we'll let you able to see these transitions. Okay. We will go through each transition. Actually, this is we are presenting on the web, so that's why the screen is larger. Okay. So first of all, we will go through the print transition. Okay, in this print transition, once you created for this print transition, after creation of the grn, this transition will reflect in print. Okay, at the time of posting of the grn, we just need to mention the number of label which we required. Yeah, so once we mentioned the su count means a label count, number of labels we required in the grn, and we just have to post the grn, and next step is from directly from the application for taking the printouts of the labels. Okay, so as you are seeing in the screen, the small area which giving the information like material number, vendor number, received quantity, and the movement types which is considered, right? So if we go in that transition, we'll see the material description, material, and label sizes. Okay, so we are here considering three label sizes: small, medium, and large. So first of all, we will see the large label size. It's actually received quantities also mentioned there. PO text. This PO text is the text which we have to mention at the text tab while creation of the purchase order. So it will directly reflect here. There is a linkage. If you click on that, the whole text which is mentioned in the text tab, it will reflect directly here. Okay, so this is a label count which at the time, as I said, at the time of creation of the grn, we just have to mention that label quantity. For example, we are having 100 numbers of material, or we can take the same example. There are 200 materials of 200 material kept in the one box. So you can do as one label for one box, either 200 labels. So for better flexibility, so it is kept in one box or in one pallet, then we can take only one labels. Okay, so here we have taken the example for two labels. Okay, now we can see the print preview also of these labels. So whatever the data mentioned on the label is material code, material description, supplier, purchase order, and purchase order slash that 00010 is a line item. Here is a large label size which we are able to see on the screen. So material number, material description, vendor, PO number required by who is a creator of this label. Okay, required by means a username. Then purchase quantity, GR number, GR date. All this data is consumable, configurable. We can change this data as required. Okay. So this is a large label. We will see the medium also. This is a medium label size. The data is reduced as the size is reduced. And third one is this label size is taken in 3 different sizes as the pasting area which is available for pasting at the material. As per that area we can take the label printouts. Okay, so we will take the first transition. This is the print transition. You just have to click on the print. After this confirmation message received, the QR label printed and our label printing is done through our printers. Okay, once the printing is done, that transition is reflected at 2 places. One is reprint and other is put away. So first of all we will see the reprint option, and the reprint options, once it is cleared from print, it will reflect in reprint. Okay, if there are some reason, there are several numbers of reason for reprinting the labels. It's like the label stuck in printers, printers anything else. Okay, so if you want to take the label printouts again, so you just have to go to the reprint option, select that particular GR and the particular label number, and you can simply take the reprint. After reprinting, it will give a success message. Is only for confirmation purpose that your printing is done. Okay, and here if there are n numbers of transition are there, so we have also given the filters option, that like ascending, descending, material description. Second filter is filter by material, filter by supplier, and third one in best one is the date filter. You just have to select that date, execute that date, and you will able to see all the transition in that particular date. So once the label printout is taken, just we have to paste that printout on the particular box or pallet or a particular material. Okay, as we have discussed before, our material can be kept in box also, our material can be kept in the pallet also, or directly in the bin area also. So just paste that label on that material and go to the put away transition. What is this put away is? When we execute the GRN, that material is at open area. For example, we will call at a GR open area. Okay, so from that GR open area, we just have to move that material to a particular bin location. So for that movement, we are taking this put away transition. Nothing we have to just we have to scan that particular. We just have to scan that particular label, material label. Okay, once the label is scanned, actually I am taking it directly from Excel as we are executing from web. Okay, so it will ask that if there are number of labels in the single GRN, then it will ask that you have to scan individual or not. Okay, so after scanning that particular material label, we have to scan where we have to put that material. We just have to scan that bin. Okay, so after scanning of that bin, it will just confirm by this green ticking. It will just confirm that whatever data you have given is right. If we scan the wrong material number, it will not take. We will also see that scenario. If we scan this wrong label, it will directly say invalid labels. Okay, so we just have to scan the particular right label against that GRN. So it is the right label and then bin. After scanning of the material and bin, we just have to click the put away button. After clicking of this put away button, this TO number is created, and this movement is also done in the background of the system in SAP system. Okay, so there is no need to touch our GUI system, our desktop. Okay, we just have to execute the GRN from the desktop, and that's it. We can take the printout from the device, we can take the reprint from the device, and we can put that material in a particular required bin. Okay, once this put away is done, our material is bin particular bin now. Okay, now we will see a reservation process. the supply return we will see later, but reservation, for particular reservation, if some department is created a reservation, it will directly see, you will able to see that reservation in issue reservation. Okay, so we will go into that issue reservation. Okay, so once the reservation received to you, you don't know where the material is kept. For that also we are providing a bin functionality. So bin button is there. Once this material, for example, this is the material against which we have received a reservation. Just click that on that bin button. We will able to see where the stock is kept at this current time. Okay, so we just have to go to the particular bin numbers. Okay, just scan that bin of what, scan this material label. Okay, after scanning this material label, it will show the total quantity which is available and what is the required quantity. Okay, so whatever the required quantity is 75. If I am having the less quantity, I can also assign a partial quantity over there. Okay, just confirm it and scan the bin directly. From where we have to pick the material. After scanning the bin, it will, for cross checking, it will show the information that is this SU number you have scanned, that's label you have scanned. There we have mentioned the 75 quantity, and from this bin you are picking the material. Okay, and this item text is a text which we can maintain at from mobile, whatever the device we are using for the scanning, from we can maintain it. Okay, so this will reflect in the background at the SAP system. We just have to simply click on the issue button. The material, the reservation is issued, and it will create a material document number and the TO number. So the movement is also carried out in the background at the SAP system. Same like issue transition, we are created returns against reservation. So here also the process is same. We just have to scan that particular. Here also we are providing a bin button functionality, which will show where the material is kept at the particular bin. Okay, so you just have to scan that. Here I'm maintaining the SU number manually as we are scanning doing from web. So after scanning of the material label, it will show the available quantity and required quantity. Now for this case, the required quantity is more and available quantity is 25. So we will just enter the available quantity. Okay, if we enter the 75, it will not alive. Okay, from which bin we have to scan, where we have to keep this material. Okay, the same information, it is for only verification purpose. We can maintain the text also, and we just simply need to issue. It will, as this is a partial quantity, it will give the alert. Return quantity is less than required quantity. If we want to post, then we will just simply click on the OK, and it will create a TO number and material document number. The posting is created. There is no need to touch your system. This is a reservation. For order. For order also, there are two reservations: issue against order and return against order. So we will first see the issue against order. Here the order reservation number is there, line item number is there, order number is there, material number and issue quantity. Whatever quantity we have to issue is the quantity which we have mentioned on the front screen. Actually, this all the data is configurable. We can configure as per the requirement. Here also, simply scan the material. It will, for verification purpose, it will show this is the available quantity and this is the required quantity. We have to enter the quantity which we have. Okay, so just scan the bin. Just if you want to maintain something, you can maintain it. It will in the document level. Okay, so the transition is posted. On every posting of the transition, the TO number is created. So simplicity it as the highest level. There is no need to touch your system. you just have to go, you just have to scan the material label, you just have to scan the bin label, and that's it. You just have to complete the transition. In the 2-3 click, you will complete your transition. So this is a issue against order. Now we'll see return against order. Okay, here also we have to scan material label. We have to enter the quantity. We have to scan bin. After scanning of the bin, it will again show the information which we have entered. Okay, and we just have to click the completion of the transition, that is return. After clicking on the return button, the TO is created. Okay, these all are transition, issue order, return order, issues against reservation, return against reservation. The all are issue and returns. Now we will see the bin transfer. If my material is kept in a particular bin and I want to move that material from bin to bin. So what it is, actually in bin to bin transition, we have taken two transitions. One is bin to bin and one is material to material. So material code to material code. So first of all, we will see bin to bin transition. For this bin to bin transition, just for a minute. Okay, for this bin to bin transition, we just have to scan the material. Okay, it will take all the quantity. We cannot, it will take all the quantity and it will automatically select the bin from bin, from where we have to take that material. And we just have to scan the next bin where we want to keep that material. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I have entered the wrong bin. That's why it is giving bin doesn't exist. Now I am entering the right bin. Okay, so it has taken, and you just have to click on the transfer to complete the transition. Again, the transfer order number is created. Our movement is done. There is no need to touch the system. You simply go to the warehouse, simply go to the particular that place and scan your material. Okay, this is our bin to bin transition. Now we will see material to material transfer. How this material to material, there is a 309. Okay, 309 material to material tick is given. Whenever you want to move that particular code to code transfer, in the our language we will say it as a code to code transfer, material code to material code transfer, right? So for this code to code transfer, yeah, for this material code transfer, here is a material scan first. Okay, it will select the quantity, and here is a selection variant. Okay, so in which material type, for example, this material. Okay, so we just have to mention the material type, whatever it is. Okay, for example, this is a, it will show, it will filter the material as per your variant, whatever we have mentioned it. So just simply select that material. So this is a material code 1002. So material movement from 01 to 02. So, and again you have to give the bin. Simply after in 2 or 3 clicks, you will complete your material to material movement. And again the TO number and material document number is created. So all these are movement step. And one more transition is there. It is a plant transfer. It's a STO, plant to plant transfer. In this STO, you will able to see the STO number. This is /001 is a line item, on which line item it is, of which line item you have executing the transition. It is for 1 or it is for 2. Okay, so for 1, simply here also Here also we have to simply scan the material and bin. Okay, for this window appears for verification. Okay, we have to scan the bin. After that, after scanning of the bin, it will again confirm whatever data we have mentioned, and in single click the transfer is done. Again the TO number is created. All the transfers, all the transitions are also recorded in the backend. You can see the material documents number, you can see the TO numbers, whatever the movement is done. Okay. After this plan to plan transfer, this is a physical inventory. Once the physical inventory is created against that particular bin number, it will directly reflect in the physical inventory section of the application. You just have to go there. We have to scan our bin where the physical inventory activated. Scanning of this bin. If we scan the wrong bin, it will not take. If we scan the wrong bin, it will simply say bin does not exist. You just have to, this is one more validation point is there. So after clicking this, okay. So if there is a zero count, if you after scanning of the bin, you just have to scan that particular materials which are available in that bin. Just count it, mention the count here, and you just have to confirm it. Okay, so inventory is added. So in overall transition, it is clear that we just have within 2 or 3 clicks, we are completing our transition. In each transition, whatever it may be, it is a reservation, it is an order, it is a bin to bin transfer. One more transition we are giving here is a supply return, which we are saying as a return PO. Here also, supply return. In supply return also, we just have to simply two scan we required. One is the material scan, enter your quantity, which we have to return, and another is a bin from where we have to pick that material. It will confirm whatever you have entered, and on single click your transition is closed. Just TO number is created. So this is our application, simple and very handy to use. Our new recruits, your new recruits also, it is very user friendly. Anyone can use it. Okay. So Murli sir, that's it from my end. Please continue.
Okay. So thank you, Nikhil and Mukesh. You all must have seen this is very simple to use, handy, and everything is in real time. So well connected with your backend ERP. And this again, as mentioned by Nikhil, it is scalable, works in real time, and helps you increasing productivity as well as efficiency of the organization, because we are reducing the complete paperwork over here, and it is in complete automation in real time. So thank you so much for your patience. I'm very honestly very sorry in between the inconvenience caused because of the network issue at our end. We, as a next step, we will be running one small question poll, which will help us to understand your interest further in the whatever we have seen the application, and also we will address the questions in a question box. So Paresh, can you run the question poll over here?
Sir, you can run, sir, at your end. You can see.
Just a minute. In the meantime, we will take the questions. Okay. There are Nikhil, there were a few questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a question from Priya Bharta Biswas. The question is, can we change the matter to be printed in different size of? Yes. We can change the matter, which is with whatever the matter of the label. We can change it as per the label size. You can change it as per your requirement. No issue. Okay, just we have to give the QR code is important. Whatever the matter is editable, which is configurable, there is no issue. We can change it. Okay, there is I'm able to see this question, and after that, okay. No, sir, in QA section only one question is there.
Yeah. There is one more in chat. I think there were a couple of questions in chat. Okay. How you increase the efficiency and productivity. So that yes, that we address through the real-time activity and reduce the paperwork, that I have already
Yes.
addressed to them. Okay. There is
Yes.
one more question. I'm just. Yeah, can you explain more on RFID forklift integrator? So this question is from Mr. Sushil. So Sushil, we will connect with you with on one-to-one to understand more about the requirement, because at present application uh, it's the current demonstration of the application was mainly for the automation from hardware and software point of view, but integration part we will definitely talk to you in a separate call. Any other question is there, or we can
Yes,
run
one
the
more
question?
question. No, one more
Yes, yes,
question is
yes.
there. To run your product, EWM activation is required. Yes, but if the EWM is already activated, we can also configure. Or if you are using IAM system, yes, we have to activate that EWM. Yes.
Okay.
What about the inventory audit? If we want to go to the for inventory accuracy. Okay, for this, I have explained that physical inventory transition. Huh. We, for this, I will answer is like we have seen that physical inventory transition. In that physical inventory transition, you just have to move to that particular bin and you have to fill the actual data, and you will take the report from the background. You have to post the difference from the background. So you will get the report surely. So it is more correct and more efficient.
Okay.
Have,
So I
have
will
you?
just
Mm.
quickly run through the question poll, and then we will have another next questions. So here all participants are requested to answer to the poll. Now, the question was, are you currently facing any challenges in warehouse or in the supply chain? So you please mention yes or no. Would you like to have detailed discussion and demo from Crave Infotech so that we can connect one-on-one with you with a detailed understanding and interaction about your requirement specifically, and then have a dedicated session of around 30 to 45 minutes with you. And third question was whether this webinar was really helpful to you. You have seen the entire solution. So I will really appreciate if you um, respond to these questions. Nikhil, we will take another
Yes.
next question. So there was one question, what is about vendor aging report?
Yes, actually the vendor aging report we can download from the background. Okay, so there is no issue for
Okay.
actually from application we can't do it, but from background we can take it. No issue. Sir, there is one more question. We
Yeah.
have can we change the okay? We have lot
You
of
can you
material
can
in
you
out.
read out the question, Nikhil?
Yes,
Because
yes. Question is from Ipsita Behra. Question is we have lot of materials in outdoor. What type of label we can print for these materials? That's actually what I have said. The material label size is configurable. So whatever the pasting area is available, so we can take the material label as per the requirement. Whatever the area is available, you can take the material label. So there
okay.
is no issue. Okay,
Nikhil,
so
there is another question from Mr.
yeah.
Ajit is
Mhm.
about stock aging report.
Yes, stock aging report, currently it is not available in the application. Yes, but we can take the stock aging report from the system. Yes, surely we can take, but for this, we just have to go through your actual scenarios and we just have to go to the system. Okay, yes, we can take it.
Okay. So another point was from Mr. Sudarshan. He wanted to visit our warehouse. So yes, we can connect with you one-on-one
Yes.
and take this forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is about fixing UOM?
What is about? Actually,
So you
unit
wanted,
of measurement. No, actually, I think, sir, this is not in the application. But yes, if you want to fix the we can do it from the background. There is, you can take it from the background. No issue. From the masters, you can do it.
okay. So there is another question from Mr. Trishna, whether the PPTs and mobile demo
Yes,
in the
yes.
software copy.
So,
Okay. So we are providing you the link of this webinar so that you can go through this. Okay. Once again, that will be provided tomorrow. The link of this webinar will be provided tomorrow again, and
yes,
you can.
but for their software demo, I will suggest, sir, if we can do it for them also, no
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, yeah. So we will
One to
have
one, we can do
one-on-one
it,
demo
right?
with you. We will connect
One-on-one
with
demo.
you, Mr. Trishna. Yeah.
That will give you the more clarity, right?
Yeah.
Sir, there are some more questions in Q&A. So can you address
Okay.
those questions? Yeah.
Can you read Paresh one by one?
Yes.
So yes, the sir, can I read? Okay, I will continue. So hello, sir, can you provide the PPT? Okay, this is covered. Have you implemented this any Indian refinery or petrochemical industry? Okay, up till now we have executed it in pharmaceutical, not in petrochemical, but yes, surely we can implement it in petrochemical industry also. For that we have to take your requirement. What is the particular requirement? Okay. Another question is how will handle the subcontracting material outsourcing. Okay. So currently this outsourcing transition is not taken into this demo application. Yes, but if you are required to do so, yes, we can take it. Contractor. Yes, can you contact multiple label printing? Yes, multiple label printing is possible. As we have seen the reprint transition, the once the transition is executed from put away, it will be there in reprint. You can take the n numbers of reprint from the reprint transition. There is no issue. Multiple labels. Okay, we are using infolin. It can be incorporated.
Nikhil, you read out the question for others because they are not seeing the chat.
Okay. So question is from Muthu Kumar sir. Question is that we are using infolin. It can be incorporated. Sir, for this question we have to come one to one. Then I want to know you more
Yeah,
about this. Yeah.
we would like to know more about the current
Mhm.
landscape, and
Yeah.
then we can address this there. So we will, dear Muthu, will connect with you on one
Yes.
here.
Yes. And the last one is
So
question from Rahul. Rahul Vashisht sir. Okay. The question is like, how could you trace the material in written? Yes, it is not possible from application now in demo application, but yes, if it is required, it is possible. Okay. So this much question are in Q&A session, sir. Your question.
yeah, so I think with this we have addressed. So wherever required, we will connect with you on one to take care of further interaction with you. Okay. Um, there is one more question, Rahul, from Rahul, whether you
Yes.
have any manufacturing process solution. So, Mr. Rahul, we will connect with you again to brief you about all the solutions for manufacturing process solution and uh, take the interaction forward with you. So, um,
Sir, there is one more question from Ajit Naik.
Yes. How you take the serial number of the atom? Yes, it is possible to take the serial number. There is no issue. When you are executing the GRN, your serial number will be reflected in the application. There is no issue. If it is required, so yes, we can amend it in our application. No issue.
Yes. So one more question
One
from
more question is coming from Mukesh sir. Sorry for okay. How will be used RFID? in ceramics. Wanted to know more complete process. Okay, sir. For this, we will come to you on one-on-one session that will give you the more clarity. Okay, but yes, we will use the RFID, the area for the ceramics. Yes, we can do it. No issue. Paresh, is there more? Is there any question? More question?
No, I think we have covered all the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
So
yes, sir.
I think, so thank you everybody for joining this webinar. We will connect further on one-on-one with you. You will get the link of today's webinar also. And we will also address all your queries in one-on-one discussion. Um, please contact us at Crave Infotech, contact@craveinfotech.com. So Paresh, you must have mentioned the mail ID over there, right? For
Yes.
all, yeah. So please let us know on your queries. Further, we will also talk to you separately to understand more wherever you have mentioned your queries in this Q&A session. Um, to understand your current landscape and address the with a right solution to you. Okay, so with this we will close this session. Thank you very much for joining this webinar, and we look forward to connect with you in a separate call. Thank you so much.